You tried to tell them that you was the prize, but they wouldn't listen. You tried to tell them that you were the prize, but they wouldn't listen. See, when y'all broke up, you still carried them. You still helped them out, whatever they needed, help pay their bills, help them stay afloat. You poured into them mentally, physically, you uplift them, and you tried to tell them, boo, I am the prize, but they didn't listen. They couldn't see it, okay? They was blinded by the world. They thought it was better over there, but they had to find out the hard way that you was actually sent to be the blessing. You was actually sent to be the blessing in their life. They couldn't see it, but now they see it, but it's too late. Now they see it, that ain't nobody else gonna do what you been doing for them. Ain't nobody else. It's gonna do it for them, like how you did. Now they see that they messed up when it came to you. All they had to do was pull their own weight. But no, they found it easier to put the burden on you. They found it easier to not put in the work. They found it easier to show up half-stepping. They found it easier to keep leeching off of your anointing. But you've been trying to tell them, okay, when I walk away, when I wash my hands, I'm done. When you leave, that's a wrap. And ain't no coming back. You had to show them that you meant business. Now they're playing in their thoughts and they're reminiscing about how you used to actually pour into them. Now they're reminiscing about what y'all had, but it's too late. It'll never be that way again. They fumbled a good thing when they walked over you. They fumbled a good thing when they played over you. They fumbled a good thing when they walked out your life and thought it was better over there. Somebody playing in their mind. They playing in their thoughts. Man, they hurt. They hurt because they're reminiscing on what y'all had. They're reminiscing, thinking about how good life used to be. They're thinking about, man, I had it made when I was over there. You doggone right they had it made. Because who else was going to put up there with their mess? Nobody. And now they see that all you was trying to do was help them all along. All you was trying to do was to build them up because you saw their potential. You saw that they could do better. You saw they had goals that you wanted to help them reach, but they didn't want to put in the work. Man, they messed up. They fumbled you. They fumbled the bag when they played over you. They starting to see that the grass ain't greener where they thought it was. But baby, they want to come back. It's too late. It's too late. You meant them well. You loved them hard. You was genuine about yours. You gave them everything. Loyalty. Compassionate. You was all that to them. And they still couldn't see that you was the one. They still couldn't see that you was the blessing. They still couldn't see that you chosen. They still couldn't see it until they was out the picture. Oh, now they get the picture, y'all. Y'all check this out. Now they get the picture. Now they want to be back in the picture with you, but it's too late. It ain't no life with them. You done moved on spiritually. It ain't no life with them. What y'all had is gone. It ain't no life with them, man. That's in the past. You ain't trying to look back. You tried to tell them, okay, know what you're doing. Know what you're doing. Just know what you're doing. Because you've been doing this for far too long, letting people leech off of you. You've been doing this far too long, giving, and it's always one-sided. You've been doing this far too long, and now you like, okay, you know what? I'm going to release you in love. See, they wasn't expecting you to release them in love. No, man. So they try to play them little mind games with you. That don't work with you no more. Oh, you done move on that quick. You must be got somebody else. But I thought you loved me. Yeah, that love is gone, baby. It's a whole nother type of love right now. You loving on you. You pouring into you. You done with letting people play over you. You done with letting people play these mind games with you. You done with letting people gaslight you and manipulate you and toy with your emotions. You are done. All that is out the window. What y'all had is gone. What y'all had, that's a thing of the past. What you had, yeah. You don't want that no more. You want something newer. You want something better. You want that thing to be like not one-sided. You tired of that one-sided love. You tired of those one-sided friendships. You tired of those one-sided relationships. You tired of always getting the short end of the stick. You tired of always being looked over, underappreciated. You tired of that, so you moved on in love. They wasn't expecting you to release them, man. They thought they could always spin the block and come back and get you anytime. They thought that you was always going to be so deeply in love with them. They thought that you was always going to be in a needy situation. Boo, you don't need them. You loving on you now. You pouring into you now. You don't need them. They missing out because you used to help them. You used to help them keep it together. And now they falling apart. You used to help them stay on top of things. Man, everything going chaos in their life right now. Man, all they doing is thinking about you. Man, I remember when so-and-so was in my life, you know, they helped me pay this. They helped me with this. They helped with the kids. They helped with that. They helped me with all this type of stuff, you know, in the areas where they was lagging in. You was always picking up the slack. Man, you got tired. You was like, okay, when you walk out, it ain't no coming back. When that door closed, it ain't no coming back. Don't think you can come in through the window. Don't think you can hit my line, baby. Look, what we had is in the past. Somebody hurt that you released them in love. That's what I know. Somebody hurt because you moved on. Yeah, see, they thought that you wasn't going to make it without them, but baby, you had to show them. They thought that you was always going to look broken, be broken, and be torn behind them. Baby, look, you done learned to pour into you now. You done got a glimpse of the person that God has called you to be, and you see what God is doing. God is opening doors. It's favor over your life. It's opportunities. It's room for growth. It's improvement. And you like, I can't believe I wasted so much time. So much time. But see, it was a lesson learned. You were sent to be the blessing. You were sent to open their eyes to see that there's some people out here that's still real, you know? That God got some people in place that's really a blessing to you. But they had to find out the hard way when they thought it was better over there, when they thought it was better without you. They had to find out the hard way. Somebody missing out because, man, they going through it. And you was the one sent to be a blessing in their life, to help them grow, to help them flourish. But guess what? They ain't had want that. You gave them everything. Stop being so hard on yourself, thinking, okay, what if I could have done more? Is it something else I could have did? I really wanted that relationship to work. But baby, listen. When it's unequally yoked, it ain't never going to work. When they're not willing to pull their own weight, it's never going to work. When they're not willing to see you as a prize, to see you as a blessing, and to appreciate you, it ain't never going to work. You took your power back, and now they hurt. That's right. You started pouring into you, and now they big hurt. Man, you leveling up in the spirit, and now they back there looking sad and pitiful, going through. But they did it to themselves. You done everything that you were supposed to do in that situation, in that relationship, in that marriage. If they didn't want it to work, that was on them, not you. Now, it's time for you to continue to pour into you. It's time for you to keep on working on yourself. It's time for you to start seeing yourself the way God sees you. You got a glimpse. That's why it's easy for you not to look back and dwell on the past. That's why it's easy for you not to listen to them lies that the enemy trying to play with you. That's why it's easy for you to set healthy boundaries and don't let nobody disrespect the God in you. No, because you tired of being played over. You tired of being manipulated. You tired of being breadcrumb. Yeah, you done leveled up in the spirit, man. They ain't never seen you leveling up like this. What? No way. They can't believe it, man. They looking at you and they want to get back in the picture, boo, but it's too late. Wonk, wonk. No. No. That's not going to happen. But you had to show them that the grass ain't always greener. That's right. You were sent to be the blessing, but they couldn't see you as the prize, so that's their loss, not yours. I love you. Take this word back to God in prayer. You already know, boo. God love you way more. Be blessed.